everyone. I'm Sakhi Dheer, and really it's my privilege and honor to be speaking to all of you esteemed speakers and attendees. My topic is digital marketing landscape and how it can add value to your organization. So hopefully I can provide you some nuggets of information there. So no matter what time you're in, the fundamentals of marketing stay the same. And I strongly feel that it's the best time to be in marketing, and it's also the toughest time to be in marketing. No matter how good your product actually is, it is as good as the revenue it generates. And in today's highly competitive marketplace, there is constant pressure to show outcome and performance. More so now, as companies try to get back on their feet after one of the biggest human standstills in history. In such an environment, businesses need to rethink their focus areas, budget allocations, success metrics with empathy, concern, and care for everyone around. But the fundamentals of marketing stay the same, right? You need to reach the right person at the right time with the right place and the right message. No matter how many platforms, how many channels, how many creatives, the fundamentals remain the same. Which is also saying that you need to stay relevant. And to do that, not only do you have to create a brand and product awareness, but at the same time, you also have to meet the customer where they are in their context, their needs, and possibly their unsaid desires. At the same time, we need to quantify efforts by generation of leads that you can directly attribute your efforts to. It has become very important for marketers to clearly quantify their impact to bottom line. You are successful only if you're able to get mind share as well as market share. Best marketing happens where reach, engagement, and action is maximum, right? Strong brands are built when the brand is able to become a part of the collective culture and day-to-day conversation, mostly through maximizing reach, engagement, and collective conversations. A couple of decades back, TV, print, radio were sort of the default channels. But now, content consumption habits have completely transformed and continue to transform rapidly. We're no longer just on one device, no longer doing just one thing, and have really low attention spans. We could be watching a series on Netflix and at the same time browsing possibly visual cake images of a bakery on Instagram. We go from one channel to another, we research on one, we learn about a product in another, we may convert on a completely different device or on a channel, on a different creative format as well, from static to video to text to content and so on. 50% of people, as per research, use 3 or more devices at any point in time. And 41% of people possibly start an activity on one device and finish on the other. So how do you basically evolve for today's times, right? Today's customer is also savvy, well-researched, and knows what he or she wants. And a marketer's dilemma is also manifold. There are so many platforms, so many creative formats, and so many ways to target. They're actively probably reading about a particular product they like on one device, news on another channel, watching television at the same time, as well as using so many different product reviews or apps to make decisions or purchase decisions based on their current needs. So today's customer is very savvy. And to make sense of all of this evolution, complexity, and options in front of you, you need a savvy, smart marketer. So what makes a successful marketer in today's time? And this is an important question because all of us are building teams or thinking about evolving to today's digital marketing, digital transformation times, wanting to sort of grow and evolve in the current era. And thinking of this problem is an important one, so that you can hire right, you can invest in the right skill sets, and learn and grow for the times ahead as well as for the times now. So, what makes a successful marketer in today's time? A successful marketer is probably someone who's customer centric by being able to put oneself in the customer's shoes. Someone who's able to paint the big picture, but at the same time be able to get their hands dirty to achieve short term goals. They should have a learning and growth mindset. For this person, setbacks don't mean failures, they mean opportunities to learn more, new tools, new audiences, new platforms, and new insights. And most importantly, be able to simplify complexity for internal collaboration as well as to make their work more impactful. And that's an important one. Be able to simplify complexity, especially in times where we are evolving extremely quickly. There are new demands, there are new needs, and things are changing, there are new expectations. So savvy marketers in today's time need to adapt to the new normal, to the new expectations. Marketers need to adapt to the changing consumer behaviors. 70% of global consumers report increase in phone usage since the time of the pandemic. 46% of internet users said they will shop more online since the outbreak. Also, consumers are definitely expecting more in the form of communication from organizations. They should be more empathetic, full of care, and understand the context the consumers and the customer of today is living in. Today's marketer need to adapt to the new normal in another manner, which is how do you do more with less? Budgets are being reprioritized for savings and ROI. 84% of large multinationals agree now is an opportunity to rethink everything in terms of the marketing organization. Also, there's a new urgency. Heightened competitions from companies built for the new normal. There's a lot more happening. Companies are evolving. There's a lot more competition. Customers expect more, and so on. So all in all, today's marketer need to adapt to the new normal. The rise of the digital platform, tools, and overall economy has changed the way we communicate and do business. But what has still not changed is the fundamentals of business and marketing. Customer is still the king, but what has added in the equation is also context. You not only have to understand who your customer is, what they want, and what their needs are, but also their world, their habits, and how they're spending their time in the digital world. So savvy marketers of today need to understand the shift created by consumer need in technology, and they need to use it to reshape all aspects of marketing, whether it's media, whether it's creative, whether it's measurement or culture. So let me show you how this all comes to life. Particularly for media. Marketers are now removing assumptions from their media approach to reach the right person with the right content at the right time. We need to evolve from old assumptions, traditional thinking, targeting based on assumptions, demographic, and past data. We need to move to media that is deeply understands people, their multifaceted needs, and their ever-evolving behavior. Modern businesses also are thinking of developing creative that more deeply resonates with their customers. Rather than using the same message, the same narrative to all audiences, we need to move towards creating creative diversity that matches individual needs. So going from broadcasting the message to personalizing message, understanding more about your target audiences, figuring out what is their persona, what connects them to your brand, what is it that they're looking for, and bringing it all together into emotional narratives, which not only give your audiences what they need, but also connect back to what you want to say as a business. So making your communications more relevant to the consumer today by understanding their context and what is it that they really need. Advertisers are also using measurement to discover what's truly driving business results. rather than going from measurement based on proxy metrics that only reflect part of the customer journey. We're now going towards measurement that truly reflects business value. So, trying to marketers need to understand what's the business objective, what's the goal we're driving towards, and be able to distill it down to marketing objectives, goals, at a level at which they're operating, whether it's channel level, platform level, looking at the phases in which you're creating campaigns, or thinking of narratives and business messaging, thinking of how will the content and the creative resonate with the right people you want to target, and then building the right measurement that reflects your business goals and also reflects the journey you want to take your customer on. And finally, organizations are also developing highly agile, efficient, effective cultures that are grounded in learning. So rather than trying to evolve from a world of manual tools and processes to a world of more efficient, effective strategies, allowing businesses to move more quickly. In today's world, you cannot have long planning cycles. So how do you look at your current processes and reinvent for a world which is constantly evolving, for customer needs which are constantly changing, and a context which is constantly being challenged by new needs, desires, a changing environment, and also sort of the reality of today's world which we're living in. So organizations need to keep evolving as well to support with the evolution of marketing communications, impact, creative evolution, messaging, building a right narrative, building the right measurement strategies, and connecting it all together to deliver the right impact for your business and ultimately driving value for both the organization and the customers who you're serving. And also another way to look at it is innovative businesses are already using these strategies to usher into the next era of marketing. So one example is commerce, which is one of the fields which has completely the growth trajectory of this particular field has been tremendous in the last couple of years with the backdrop of the pandemic. From going from a very passive world of people finding products in the e-com world to now going into a world where we're targeted with personalized ads, where you can actually discover what you need based on what we're searching for, our needs and our demands. So we're moving from people trying to find products to products actually finding people. So there's so much to learn from the e-commerce industry. And there's so many trends which are coming together, which are something to watch out for, including new developments around social commerce and interactive e-commerce, conversational commerce, which is already sort of building strong roots in the minds and perceptions of consumers. So very interesting. And definitely for businesses to survive, continue to innovate, using these strategies and usher into the next era of marketing, which is more personalized, more insights driven, more data driven, more measurable, and give what your customers need. And finally, the era of highly personalized, deeply relevant marketing not only drives business results, but also captivates customers. For people, it opens up more curated experiences, enabling people to discover and discuss purchase products that feel perfectly designed for them. And for businesses, unlocks new and unexpected audiences for businesses, enabling them to turn desire into demand. And with that, thank you.